G'day people, it's your host, Wacky TV here. Welcome back to the second channel, where we're going to be talking about the Titan Submarine. The project that went slightly tits up, to the point where they actually impaled in themselves and just got crushed like a can of fucking beans. Now this all became possible because of this lovely man I'm showing on screen here. He founded a company called OceanGate in 2009 and served as the organization's CEO. He designed a submarine that was able to go down to the Titanic ship itself. Well, so it was supposed to do that, you know. And in this submarine that was called the Titan, it could fit 5 gentlemen, and here they are on screen right now. The youngest being 19 years of age, went down in the submarine to hopefully tour around the Titanic. Now this already raised a few eyebrows because, you know, some people might see viewing the Titanic to be a little bit disrespectful since, you know, it's a memorial thing. I personally disagree with it. As long as they're not fiddling with it and touching it, then why not? Why not have a look at it? It's kind of like the 9/11 memorial thing. If they weren't fiddling with the corpses or moving the ship itself, then I don't see the harm in just looking at it. However, it is very deep in the fucking ocean, so getting down there is a bit of a challenge since the pressure in the ocean is so goddamn high. And just like swimming down there, you wouldn't be able to because your lungs would just explode and probably your entire body. You'll probably have a better result and staying alive longer when taking your helmet out in space. For the 0.5 seconds you're alive in space, you'd already be gone in the ocean. I'm telling you, the ocean is way more scary than space. I mean, put it this way, we know more about space than we do in our own fucking ocean. It's a good sign to stay the hell away from it. And with obviously a tragedy like this, because, you know, they went off last Sunday at the time of recording this, and they only had 3 days worth of oxygen. I believe they were supposed to come back around 6 PM their time, and when it became like they were 4 hours late to returning, that's when people started questioning, saying, you know what, they shouldn't they be back by now? I mean, this whole operation is a bit fucking stupid, to be honest. If they don't even like realize that they were gone within the first 10 minutes of them not being back on time, that should have already been a bit of a panic. It didn't really hit news outlets until a couple of hours, well, I say a couple of hours, at least 10 hours after they had gone missing, since, you know, there was no way of contacting them on anything. People are also questioning the contracts that these people signed when they went down in this fucking submarine. Mostly because if you read the contract, you're basically signing away your fucking life about several times. If anything, this was more of an experiment than a, you know, a general practitioner experience, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, it's just words. Listen, I've had a couple of pints after work, and I thought I'd talk about this dumbass thing of a project. The only thing that's come out of this is fucking 5 men have lost their lives over this stupid shit. It's really annoying because being rich doesn't always mean you have brains. I don't blame the 19-year-old that went on this bloody submarine. In fact, I feel really sorry for him and his family more than the others. Most because of his age and because, from what I've heard, he didn't even want to get in the submarine itself. Because, you know, he's a 19-year-old lad, he's just enjoying life, and he just wants to impress his dad in Father's Day. When something like this happens, it means TikTok has to make up some dumbass shit as well. Like, I literally, I saw this TikTok of this one bitch that said that, isn't it really sketchy that the men haven't been identified that went missing?
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm feeling very weirded out by the whole submarine and the 5 people that have gone missing. First off, why haven't they released the identities of the missing people?
Is this bitch fucking retarded? I'm showing a picture of it right now. But yeah, if you guys don't know what actually happened, as they were going down to the ocean, the thing impaled into itself and basically killed them almost instantly, from what I've gathered. Debris was found around the ocean in the bottom of it, and it's confirmed that they are unfortunately dead. By the way, I want to also mention that this submarine was controlled with a Logitech controller, something you can buy on Amazon for probably no less than 20 quid. I mean, this thing was doomed from the start if you're using a game controller to use it.
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
I mean, no disrespect to the company itself, but come on, you guys need to sort your shit out. I don't know where I heard this, but I definitely heard this somewhere, that apparently the people that helped design this fucking thing was NASA itself. Although I don't think NASA had a huge involvement, since they're only doing what they're told. I mean, this is just a rich guy designing it, and they're just going, alright, yeah, fuck it, we'll put it together however you say. And a lot of people on TikTok are just making memes of the situation, saying this is just the Titanic upping its KD.
Why would it start? Jay, get that line in. I'm really cold. Is anyone else really cold? It's very cold in there.
Well, just row back. On holiday in Spain one year, me and my mate took a pedalo out and we went to Africa.
Do you think you could spare us the bullshit for 1 minute while I try to figure out how not to die at sea?
Realistically, I think maybe people should leave the Titanic alone. I found a cool simulation as well of what would have happened to the submarine as it was going down below the surface. I think it's pretty interesting, but horrific at the same time. But at the same time, I think it's a little bit better than them just being at the bottom of the ocean, like using up all their oxygen. Because the big thing was, oh, they're stuck at the bottom of the ocean using up their oxygen. When no, they were dead on day one. They never actually made it to the Titanic. Well, their bodies did, and the submarine, a bit of it did as well, where the debris. It's so bizarre. It's like the Titanic itself, where it's just so retarded and probably could have been avoided. Because the Titanic was warned about the iceberg around 2 hours before they actually hit into it. But you know, that arrogant captain himself, he just decided to ignore all the warning messages because, like, oh, I gotta fucking get there first because, you know, he's racing those other ships. It's like, alright, mate, was it worth it? I mean, he was never actually arrested himself, you know, because he died because of his own fucking actions, so call that suicide. But yeah, again, the most sympathy I have was this poor fucking lad that's just, like, you know, been on this planet for 19 years, and for what? Just to get ripped in a fucking submarine that wasn't designed very well, and just to impress his father on Father's Day. It's just kind of sad. And obviously the families can't really sue the company either, since they signed the thing saying, yeah, we might die, lol. I think this whole thing's a good example of why we should probably stay away from the ocean. Me personally, I hate it. I hate the ocean. It smells like shit, tastes like shit, and it has a bunch of shit creatures in it. Not like I go around drinking the ocean, because you shouldn't be doing that. Now probably people in the comments will be saying that I can't swim. I can swim. I'm a fucking excellent swimmer. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and peace. And you know what? Just suck my fucking balls.